Storm Team Weather Desk, sponsored by Route 66 Solar.
5:11 on this Thursday morning. Sorry, I blanked out there for a second. But anyway, what I was leading into is that I surprised myself actually cooking something yesterday. Typically, yeah, and it was like later in the evening after a doctor's appointment. And I just said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and whip this up really quickly instead of going out somewhere, as much as I would really love to not put that effort in.
Sure.
So I'm curious, Mark, I know how Nick feels about cooking. What is your stance on it? Are you, you love being in the kitchen, or are you just kind of like, eh?
Oh, I mean, it depends. I love cooking things I already know how to do because
Right.
you feel good about it, and then you can get a little, a little unique with it. Like, I'm going to add a little more of this time, because you already know what you're doing.
Yep.
When I'm starting a new recipe, I always feel very intimidated, and I get very like, I just got to follow the instructions, and please don't screw this up. I get stressed about it. What did you make yesterday?
It was a quesadilla that I found on TikTok. It was like some sweet potatoes, black beans, cheese, and taco seasoned spinach.
You know what?
Pretty simple.
It's a huge step when you're like, you know what? No, I have the ingredients. I'm going to cook.
Yes.
I'm not going to go to DoorDash. I'm going to stay, and I'm going to cook, and I'm not going to spend
I
money.
definitely would never use that, but I understand what you meant.
Yeah.
I would much
Alexander
rather
is
just
one of the
try-
few people I know that will like go home, be at home, and then go back out to get food.
I would do that too. I
that's
don't
what I'm
use
saying.
the
It's too
delivery
much money
apps.
to have
When
it
I'm
delivered.
home, I'm done.
No,
like I'm
the
in
delivery
the house.
apps are way too expensive,
Overpriced.
and then by the time you get it home, anyways,
Cold.
they get it to you. It's cold. It's not good, anyways.
It's not worth it.
This is why I would only. I mean,
The only
if
time
I'm
it's worth
ordering
it if you order
something-
pizza, that's different.
Correct. That's
Yeah,
the only thing I
pizza's
would
different.
Yeah.
But
nothing
even then,
else
I
is
like to go
worth it.
pick up the pizza. You save the money anyways. Just go get it.
Exactly.
You do.
Bring it home.
You do. But the convenience. Depending, I guess if there was a really close.
That was also
pizza
kind of
place.
a low-key another reason why I was like, let me cook. Because I was so tired at
Right.
that point. I'm like, I'm just going to go home. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to whip this up really
Hey.
quick. I'm determined.
Today's
for
the
you.
day you can go out and actually go and
Yeah.
eat dinner somewhere. Tomorrow's the day you want to stay inside and have that food delivered. Right?
Yes, 100%. If you unfortunately have to be a food delivery worker on Friday, it's going to be a little different than what we're dealing with today. Gorgeous day today. Get out, get the walk in. I have no complaints about these kinds of conditions. Upper 70s here for us. Really just a comfortable day. Maybe a degree above the average. Our average September temperature would be 77. I have us right now around 78, so not too bad. Fast cool down, but I think we get more clouds than what's showing up here. Springfield will probably have the sunshine through most of the day and through the evening. But East Central Illinois, when I get to that next weather maker, I do expect those clouds to come in around 5, 6 o'clock this evening, and then they'll spread out, take over. We look very different than what we did a couple of days ago. You can see where all the rain is associated with now. There's parts of Helene coming in, bringing in that moisture, the two systems wrapping around. So we still project Helene to make a dip towards really the Midwest here. So it's going to be moving north and westward, basically the opposite of normal. Right now, west of us looks great. If this was a typical pattern, we wouldn't have to worry about that rain. We would be looking good this weekend. But what I'll show you here, as we get to the afternoon and evening, here come the clouds. Around 6, 7 o'clock, East Central Illinois has the cloud cover, and then overnight, the clouds take over. Early, there's not much rainfall, but then it starts picking up. We get into morning commute time tomorrow, 6, 7 o'clock. Here we go. Now, south of I-70 is still going to be the heaviest of the rainfall, but we will have it here along I-72. Starting at 7 a.m., I think it's going to last pretty steady here through much of the day. The biggest problem I have, too, is the wind gusts associated with this. I'll show you those in 1 second, but it is not going to be a fun day to be outside. Kickoff time for football games, pregame at around 5 o'clock. 6, 7 o'clock, it does look lighter, but with the wind and that rain in the area, it is not going to be fun for Friday night football. I will say, especially here in Illinois. You're going a little bit further west, you're going north, you're in much better shape. But right now it looks like Helene will have a major impact. We'll be in the low 60s tonight, much warmer than what we're waking up to today, maybe 8, 9 degrees warmer. With that rain hanging around, just be ready for the big changes with the wind gusts tomorrow. Sustained winds tomorrow around the 20-mile-per-hour mark, 20, 25 miles per hour. Winds there, gusts, 40 miles per hour is where I have us right now, and you can see it there almost straight out of the north. It is not going to be a fun evening if you did want to get to those games. We'll be in the 70s here through the start of next week, and then the sunshine is back. It looks much nicer for the middle of next week.
Don't miss a video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel today for more Central Illinois news.